Hi everybody, this is AJ with Car Inspected. Today we are in Guelph. We are looking at a 2008 Honda Civic with 258,000 kilometers on it. Blue in color, gray interior, a little higher in kilometers. The car has had a repaint and it does show signs of wear and tear throughout. It's got its share of bumps and bruises, things like that. Chips on the bumper covers. There's peeling paint along these edges. It was not the greatest of paint jobs. Some of this black trim is getting kind of peeled and pulled off. All the windows are original. This rear bumper cover is cracked here, so it has been bumped or hit or something like that. The overspray on the exhaust, things like that. Taillights look okay. Have some rust through here. The entire, like I said, the entire car has been painted. There is some seeming putty work in here. It's a little thicker in this area of the left rear quarter panel. And again, we got some edges kind of starting to peel. Some rust coming through this B pillar. And it's actually coming through the other side as well, so it's pretty rusty. And again, some peeling on this trim here. Front bumper cover is fairly beat up. You see it's not matching up right. Headlights are very faded from the sun or scrubbing or whatever. But yeah, a lot of this paint on this front bumper cover is coming off. The fog lights peeling. It's cracked here. So it took a hit in the front here. That's cracked there. So like I said, front fascia is pretty peeling and beat up. This hood does have some rust along this leading edge. And once I open the hood for the engine, I'll show you that there is rust on the inside of it as well. The chrome on this grille is starting to bubble and peel, whereas this headlight is also pretty faded. Dent in the hood here, so the exterior is pretty showing its age, kind of beat up. Got some broken pieces here. Windshield is not chipped or anything like that. This is a replacement windshield, but the rest of the glass is original Honda. I've been told by the owner I did not test them because I didn't want them to not open or something or close, but these two windows, this one he said is faulty, so the passenger side front is faulty and the passenger side rear does not work at all. The other two work just fine and the sunroof works. I tested that. There's a dent in the roof there, I just noticed right there. See that? We'll start with the brakes, tires, things like that. The fuel door also doesn't open by the lever in there. I was told you have to open the trunk and pull it from there. I'm going to see if the owner can open the trunk. I could not get the trunk to pop either. So once the video is over, we'll see what he can show me, and I will take pictures of it. But back to wheels and tires. So they've been painted or coated in a black, kind of a flat black. Some curb rash on the aluminum wheels. They are 2015 Kumos. About 6/32 of tread. This one might have been 7. Brakes are okay for now. There's a bit of a lip on these rotors, and the pads are, let's see if you can see. Nope, you're not going to see. But the pads are 35% left. So you'll need new brakes soon enough. Not immediately, but like I said, it will 35% left. While we're here, we'll look under here. We do see a good amount of wetness under here. I see evidence of some power steering fluid leaking from somewhere. Can't quite find the source. The top looks good.
but under here is pretty wet. Oil pan, things like that. It's kind of damp. No huge puddles or anything on the ground here. Don't know how long the car's been parked here, but it does have, like I said, its share of wetness up front here. There are some leaks. This tire is a matching Kumo from 2016. There you go. With about 6/32 of tread on it. The suspension components look okay. Boots aren't ripped or anything like that. Brakes are same story. About 35% or so left. Bit of curb rash underneath the paint on these. Clips are some clips are missing here. Rear tires, again, are matching Kumos 2016s. Appear to be in decent shape. Again, about 6/32 or so tread. Rear brakes, kind of same story as the fronts. They're a little worn. There's probably a little less on these pads, maybe 25%. Underneath the rest of the vehicle, I can't see any excessive rust or major issues. Under here looks okay as well. Rear suspension components, I don't see any glaring issues under here. Everything looks to be as it is. Shocks and stuff like that look like they're old, probably original. Little surface rust in there, but nothing too much. This last tire is matching 2016 Kumo. Again, with about 6/32 of tread. So all tires are pretty even. Rotors and pads, about 25% left on there, just like the other side. Look at the interior. We find for the age and mileage, it is okay. Needs a good detailing, but for the most part, I don't see any major damage. Something like that. A couple stains. The tint on the windows in some places are starting to scratch off too. But the rear seat looks pretty decent. It's got all season mats in the carpet underneath. Doesn't appear a little stained, but nothing too crazy. Headliner looks to be in good condition. Go around the other side. This door panel looks okay. It does have some damage here and here. But again, this side seat looks okay. Floor looks decent. Passenger side door panel looks okay, nothing crazy. This seat is good, not ripped or torn or anything like that. Not too dirty. Floor, it's got these all-season mats underneath. It looks okay. Typical of its age. Got scratches, things like that in the dash, but nothing too bad. This works. A bunch of crap in there. I'm not going through it. Again, headliner looks good. It does have a sunroof, which that looks okay. Closes up nicely. You see that there are some cigarette burns, things like that there. We'll go to the driver's side. Oh, let's look at right over here. Shifter boot is a little worn, as well as the shifter, and you see that there is electrical tape holding the emergency brake handle together. Go around to the driver's side. Here's a little VIN verification for you, by the way. We see that there is some rust in this rocker panel. Floor's a little worn. Driver's seat's a little worn as well, with some cigarette burns. Seatbelts are okay, a little stained, but they look okay. This door panel does have some wear on the handle, things like that. Dash top, everything looks okay. There's a gross stain there, but other than that, seems okay. Knobs show wear. This key's a little annoying. Let's hold on, take it out. Emblem is a little worn. Steering wheel top is a bit worn. So it does have wear and tear in the interior. Console has some wear on top there, but it seems to work. It does seem to start up okay, run okay. However, what we do have is check engine light on, airbag light on. So we do have a good amount of codes. I will put them in the, that's the emergency brake, that works. I will put them in the report. The air conditioning does not work. It's on, it goes on, but I believe it needs a refill, recharge, because it does not blow cold air, just blows air. Heat works, radio seems to work.
More hit music on.
Like I said, these two windows do work. Sunroof works. I tested all that. Turn the car off. I'm looking under the hood real quick. So here we go, under hood. It looks typical to the age of mileage under here. Except from the top, I don't see any major leaks coming from valve covers or heads or anything like that. A little wet, a little damp there. Other than that, it looks okay. I tested your oil. There's no frothing or anything like that, and the oil is clean. Looks like a fresh oil change. It came back with green light, so there's no issue there. Battery was good, sitting at 12.4 I think, and 14.6 was charging, so it's good to go. Brake fluid was at 1%, so there's no issues there. Coolant, however, is low, both in the reservoir and in the actual tank, and so I could not test that. What else do we have here? Belts, hoses, they look okay. Nothing looks new, but they are okay. And I don't see any excessive damage from a major accident. Said I think bumper covers have just been bumped and hit. Oh, and the rust that I was talking about under the hood, here we go. So there's rust coming through the bottom of the hood as well, along this edge. So the hood is getting fairly rusty. Seems to run clean, smooth. I don't hear any weird noises or anything like that. So there you have it. We're going to try to get the owner to open the trunk, and we're going to take it for a test drive and see how it does. Other than that, there you have it. As usual, thanks for watching. This is AJ with Car Inspected, and we'll see you next time.